This is an ant farm, and now you will see the full cycle of its creation and the settlement of ants. But what exactly is an ant farm? An ant farm is a special transparent container designed to create suitable living conditions for an ant colony. Most often, it is a flat or three-dimensional Formicarium with clear walls so you can see the tunnels and chambers inside. Within the farm, there is a filling material where ants dig their passages and build their nests. Thanks to this design, people can watch how ants construct their home, take care of larvae, communicate with each other, and divide responsibilities. Ant farms are a fascinating way to look into the small yet incredibly complex world of insects that live around us. From the outside, ants may seem tiny and unremarkable, but in reality, their colonies are true mini-societies with their own rules, responsibilities, and organization. That is why ant farms are becoming more and more popular. They allow people to observe the life of ants at home without disturbing nature. Why are ant farms created? First of all, they are an educational tool. Children and adults can see with their own eyes how a colony functions, how new ants appear, and how food is stored. This helps people understand nature better and develops curiosity and responsibility. Secondly, it is an interesting hobby. Watching ants can be calming and engaging because their work is constant and well organized. Thirdly, it is a way to study insect behavior without harming wild ecosystems. There are several types of ant farms, but the best ones are acrylic Formicarium. They provide the most comfortable conditions for the long-term life of a colony and are the most convenient for observation. Acrylic farms are strong, transparent, easy to clean, and simple to maintain. In such farms, you can control humidity, add feeding areas and water sources, and even expand the living space as the colony grows. That is why experienced hobbyists and professionals usually choose acrylic models. They imitate natural conditions while remaining practical and durable. There are also gel ant farms where ants live in a special nutrient gel. They look beautiful and are suitable for short-term observation, but the gel does not always provide ideal long-term conditions. Sand or soil farms are closer to natural habitats, but they are less transparent and more difficult to maintain. Life inside an ant farm closely resembles life in the wild. At the center of the colony is the queen, the only female that lays eggs. She is larger than the other ants and rarely leaves the nest. Worker ants perform all other tasks, building tunnels, feeding the queen and larvae, cleaning and searching for food. If the species has soldiers, they protect the colony. Ants function as a single organism. When one ant finds food, it leaves a chemical trail that others follow. In this way, the colony works quickly and efficiently. Different species of ants can live in ant farms. Usually, beginners choose hardy species that easily adapt to home conditions. These may include common black garden ants, forest ants, or steppe zahi species. Some enthusiasts prefer more exotic and larger ants with bright colors. However, it is important to consider temperature, humidity, and diet, as different species require different care. Ants in a farm may feed on seeds, syrup, fruit, or small insects, depending on the species. They need water and proper humidity to survive. If suitable conditions are created, especially in an acrylic Formicarium, a colony can live for several years and gradually grow. Watching a small group of ants develop into a large, organized community is truly fascinating. What makes ant farms so wonderful is that they reveal the complexity of nature. In a small, transparent Formicarium, you can see a real model of society where everyone has a role. Ants do not argue or waste time. They work for the common good. Their strength, cooperation, and discipline are impressive. Even a tiny ant can carry objects several times heavier than its own body. In addition, keeping an ant farm teaches patience. Life inside the colony changes gradually, not instantly. You need to observe carefully and notice small details. And in that process, a special sense of wonder appears, the realization that even the smallest creatures can build a harmonious and highly organized world. In conclusion, ant farms are not just entertainment, but a whole miniature world in your home. And if you want to provide the most comfortable and practical environment for ants, acrylic ant farms are the best choice. They are durable, convenient, and reliable.